Hello Libra, these are your messages for April 17th through the 24th, 2019. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That was quick. 5 of Cups reversed. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have 4 of Swords. Oops. Libra, 9 of Cups. The Hermit could be dealing with a Virgo. Santa Muerte could be dealing with a Scorpio. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 4 of Wands, King of Cups. Oh my goodness, they're flying out for you. 2 of Wands with 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So, moving forward, not really holding back, or like not having any regrets about it. Just kind of like going with the flow. Realizing that things are working out the way they're working out right now because they kind of have to. I mean, there could be a little bit of regret because I do see that this king is drinking. But I feel like you're kind of going with the flow with the energy here and realizing that things just needed to end. Putting it to rest. You know, going after your wish for fulfillment. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. My heartburn is so bad right now. So let me get some clarifiers. Move this up. Tell me about the 5 of Cups. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Oh. So you have Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Page of Cups. Yeah, this could have possibly been your decision to move on, because I feel like this Queen of Wands is your energy right now. And I feel like she's just kind of like, she looks like she's super in her power. Like, she just is super confident, wants to go on adventures, is passionate, and just isn't really feeling this relationship anymore. And that's where this Knight of Swords comes in and this Page of Cups. Wanting to go create something new. Wanting to live a life where she doesn't have any regrets, where she doesn't look back on her life and realize that, you know, she probably was holding out on herself a bit. Tell me about the 4 of Swords. And if this isn't your energy, then this is probably where you should be directing your energy. If you are going through this breakup at this time, then kind of look at this as like a new lease on life. Like nothing's going to hold you back now from following your dreams. Tell me about the 4 of Swords. 10 of Wands. But I feel like with this 10 of Wands, with this 4 of Swords, I feel like you're laying down those burdens. Either that, or you could be carrying the, like in what this relationship was, you could have been carrying that weight, and now it's time to rest. You don't have to carry that weight anymore. Tell me about the 9 of Cups. Why is the 9 of Cups here for Libra? Clarify the 9 of Cups. I will point out we do have 3 9s here. And now we have 4 9s. We have the 9 of Swords reversed. So really letting go of those fears and anxieties and learning to you know, even if this wasn't how you wanted things to go with this relationship kind of dying, it is going to push you in a direction that's going to be a little more fulfilling for you. You're going to be able to live a life when you look back on your life at 90 years old and say, you know, I really went for it. I really don't have any regrets with my life. I, you know, traveled when I could, and I, you know, took risks when I could. And so I feel like, although there's an ending here, I feel like you're looking at this the right way, you know, looking at this with like fresh eyes possibly, or, you know, realizing that this is only meant to better you. Tell me about the Hermit. Oops. So it's kind of a lot. We're going to put them back. Oops. Tell me about the Hermit. Still kind of a lot. Why is the Hermit here? Oh my goodness. So we have Death and the Lovers. Could be dealing with Scorpio or a Gemini, but I feel like this was just a, like, possibly a mutual understanding that this relationship wasn't going anywhere. And if it wasn't mutual, then I feel like you will possibly get to a place where you'll realize this was for the better at some point this week. Tell me about Santa Muerte. 9 of Cups. So at one point this was your wish fulfillment. This was something that you really wanted. But I feel like as the week goes on, this you know, clearing out of energy that no longer suits you is really you're really gonna find out that this actually wasn't really what you wanted. So for the 4 of Wands, we have the Star. You possibly are holding on to a little bit of hope right now. You know, feeling like this breakup or this separation won't be forever. Either that, or you're just healing over, you know, having hope to have your own stability, I feel like. Tell me about the King of Cups. So you have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Coins. So I feel like this is, you know, this is you practicing self-love by going after the dreams that you couldn't when you started this relationship, by really staying true to yourself and, you know, looking at this in a different way rather than looking at it as what ended. You're looking at it as what new starts can this possibly be now. Tell me about the 2 of Wands. So you have the Magician reversed and the Page of Coins reversed. So either you or this person were promising you things that they couldn't give, or they were promising you things and then decided not to follow through with that. I will point this out, there's been strength at the bottom of the deck for a while now, so you could be dealing with a Leo, or this is you really finding your power in all this. And really, you know, taking on this Queen of Wands energy. You know, this breakup may not be what you originally wanted, but I feel like this week you're really going to embrace the changes and go with the flow and start realizing that what you thought you wanted wasn't really what you wanted. So Libra, I mean, so far I've gone through half of the readings for this week, and every single one is about endings, and there's only been one other one where it wasn't really like a betrayal. It was still a breakup and an ending, but it wasn't a betrayal. But I feel like you're the only one that's really looking at this, out of those 6 signs, that's really looking at this as a new beginning, like a new, and look at that. The Cup and the Sun, like looking at this the way it should be looked at, you know, focusing on the new beginning, the doors that are opening instead of the doors that are closing. So let me get you some final advice. Final advice for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Well, you got 2. And as I'm saying, you know, focusing on the doors that are opening rather than the doors that are closing, we have the Owl and the door reversed. So this is doors are closing and there's new doors opening. And then the Owl is about wisdom, calm, and justice. So you're really looking at this the way it should be looked at, as, you know, focusing on the doors that are opening rather than the doors that are closing, the doors that are getting slammed in your face. Looking at all the new opportunities that will now be available to you now that you don't have this ball and chain. So, Libra, great reading, great reading. A little bit of positivity in these kind of dreary readings this week, but I feel like we're all kind of being prepared to be the person we truly want to be. I feel like a lot of us have been living lies for the last couple years, and now they're just kind of starting to come to a head. So, Libra, those are your messages for April 17th through the 24th. I'll see you next week.